It's your boy Warlow back with another tier list video, and I know I give the best tier lists in the class, but I don't know, lately a lot of people's tier list has been on high drugs. Okay, I would go over what I've seen those tier lists, but it reveal kinda how I feel about certain players where they should be listed. But man, I've been watching multiple tier list videos, and man, whew, it been on a furnace basically. It been burning. It been burning really hard. Burning really hard. But we're gonna get into ranking this, so hit that like, and we're gonna get into this. Grant Hill up first. I'm rating Grant Hill in D tier. I don't know what y'all see about this card. This release sucks. He doesn't move. I feel like when people talk about Grant Hill and I see him in A or B tier, I'm just like, then why the freak is J.R. Smith not almost A tier? And I'm not saying J.R. Smith's a good card. It's just Grant Hill sucks. Y'all gassed that man Grant Hill up so much, and it's like, I don't know why. He's not good. He's literally has a shot that's completely broke, can't even rhythm shoot. X button's hard to shoot with. Grant Hill's not good in this game. I'm sorry to break it to you. He is not good in this game. S tier is Bernard King. You gotta put Bernard King in S tier. He is just has an easy release, probably your second best shooting guard in the overall game. He is he's tremendous, really good, and I feel like you have to rank him in at S tier. Frank Wagner up next, and people can be mad. Bring him in C tier. I think this card is good overall. I just don't think Frank Wagner is really that, like, Frank is that good, or France, or whatever it is. But it's like, I don't think he's that great in my team overall. I feel like for certain people you're gonna be good with, but for most of y'all gonna suck. I be playing a lot of y'all in TTO Park, my team. A lot of y'all miss every single open shot, but Green the most stupidest shot. Y'all aren't even good with the car. So overall, for most people, I'm rating him at C tier. I don't think he's better than C overall. And same with Clyde Drexler. I don't know why he's gassed up either. He's not good. I used Clyde Drexler on multiple times. And man, I saw the Ty Depot's tier list as an example. I mean, I even read JC's tier list, and dear lord, that thing was even, I forgot what he had, but oh god, I mean, that thing, I think I saw Jeff Green in B tier on that list. But like on the same tier as Rodman. It was crazy. But Clyde Drexler is not good. Like, I don't know. It's like, there's a reason why he's 200k. The card is not good. His shot should be greening a lot more. It's very inconsistent. His movement's not great. I feel like Clyde Drexler's, I would exchange him for badges almost. I don't even feel like if he was unsellable, he would not run on a good team. I don't think he's that great in my team overall, and I don't think Clyde makes the cut. And I almost want to say Clyde is in D tier, because I don't think he's even on the level of Frank, honestly. Yeah, I moved him to D tier. I don't think Clyde Drexler is really good in this game overall. I don't think he's even on France level. That is upsetting, but I feel like he's just mediocre. Maybe he could play point guard, but I feel like he's mediocre. Kevin Martin up next. I think I put Kevin Martin in F tier. The card is, like, he's not a crazy defender. Some shots, not all that. He's not that great in my team overall, so I think Kevin Martin is at F tier. Ruby Bio, I'm going to wait on Ruby Bio and Diamond, because I have a couple Diamonds here, but I don't know how I'm going to rank them yet, because, you know, most of y'all want to see the good cards, but I will rank the Ruby Diamond cards later in the video. I just want to see how I make my tier list. Michael Jordan, S tier. And I don't know why the hate is about Michael Jordan. I feel like a lot of people, they just like to hate on Michael Jordan because they don't got the million MT and funds to really, like, they don't got the million MT and funds to bet on Michael Jordan. Like, I could honestly hit a bid for Michael Jordan easily. Like, see, y'all don't got the funds. Like, Michael Jordan is good in this game, and he's elite. So honestly, Michael Jordan is an S tier card. He has an easy shot, good layup package. Don't listen to anyone hating on Michael Jordan. He is top tier in my team, and he's really good. I feel like a lot of y'all just gotta get used to his jumper, but it's very easy once you get used to it. And Jordan is very good in this game overall, and I might end up getting Jordan really soon. I like Michael Jordan in this game a lot. Klay Thompson up next. I think you gotta put Klay Thompson. I probably put his Opal card in B. I don't like Klay Thompson really that much. But he has, like, I don't like his drive and dunk at all. Like, I feel like the pink diamond Klay, you'll rank in D tier overall. I think at this point he has dropped the F tier. And I maybe go B tier. Well, I don't even know. It might change Klay. Klay has a good jumper, good defense. He got better defense this time around, but he still can't slash at the rim at this point. Like, what are we doing at this stage in the game, you know? What are we doing at this stage in the game when you can't even do that? So I'm going to go B tier, but I just feel like that is a letdown overall for Klay Thompson. And yeah, I just feel like that's a little bit of a letdown. Andrew Wiggins up next, F tier. Andrew Wiggins isn't a good diamond card. Sorry to break it to you. He's just not playing as a diamond card. James Jones, I haven't seen discussed much. I honestly rather have James Jones. I rank him C tier. I don't mind James Jones. Badge him up, give him a good jumper. I don't think James Jones is a bad card in this game overall. I know he comes lacked up with defense, but honestly, for salary cap especially, I think James Jones can be solid for you. I don't know why no one's using. I know he lacks the badges, but badge him up. He has a really easy jumper and a really easy movement. Like, he's nice. I don't mind the card. Overall, do not mind the card. Jerry Stackhouse, probably put him in B tier. If I gotta put Klay in B tier, I'm probably putting Stackhouse in B tier. My overall pink diamond list, I think I'm at C tier. But I think for this list, B tier makes more sense in the shooting guard tier list overall. I like Stackhouse. Now, do I think he's as crazy? I mean, we have to see how this goes, but I think Stackhouse comes in at B tier. If I have Klay in B tier, I think you gotta have Stackhouse in B tier. Gordon Hayward up next, I think he's C tier. I think Gordon Hayward hits his shot, does his thing, but like overall, plays defense, but like other than that, he's just not that great in my team overall, so yeah, just don't think he's that great. T-Mac up next. I think you put T-Mac in D tier. I think he's on the same level, Clyde and T-Mac. T-Mac's shot is just broken. Like, it's broken at this stage in the game, and it's like, at least he can slash at the paint, but he's just not it anymore, and he's just not making the cut anymore. He's an alright card, but he's pretty meh. Wesley Matthews up next. I'm probably gonna put him in B. I like Wesley Matthews more than Stackhouse overall. I'm gonna put him in the same tier list though. I think Stackhouse is better than Franz and James Jones, but I think Wesley Matthews probably will be in the B+. I really do like Wesley Matthews a lot as a shooting guard overall, but it's just he lacks in a couple things with the playmaking, finishing, but his jump shot is absolute fire. He has an elite defense. I like the card a lot. I do like Wesley Matthews in this game a lot, and I do think he's quite solid in my team. Next, we got Caron Butler. I think Caron Butler's B tier overall. I think he has a good jumper, easy to time, and I really do like Caron Butler in this game. Great card overall. And yeah, I think he is solid. Kawhi Leonard up next. I think I gotta go A tier for Kawhi Leonard. I like Kawhi, but like, y'all honestly gas up Kawhi a little bit. I think he's really good, but I feel like he's just like the pink diamond. I feel like if you run at shooting guard, he's A to S tier. But it's like, I don't think Kawhi Leonard is much different from his pink diamond card. I think they are the same card, literally. The same exact card. They feel the exact same. They're both annoying as heck to play against, but I feel like they're both just the same card. I'm sorry to break it to you. If you got that Opal Kawhi and you did not run that shooting guard, I feel like you wasted your points. You could have got badge. You could have got another hidden gem or that packs, like premium packs. I feel like Kawhi Leonard is the same as his Opal, and I honestly believe that is the case, and overall I think that's the case. Jimmy Butler up next. I gotta go A tier with Jimmy Butler. I like his defense overall. I don't think he's on a Bernard King or a Michael Jordan level, but I think Jimmy Butler's really good tendency-wise. I do like Jimmy Butler in this game quite a bit, and I think he's solid in my team overall. Next up, we got Paul George. I gotta rank Paul George in S tier. Paul George is a phenomenal card. He has to be an S tier. Like, he is still plays to his level, really. Like, I'm only gonna rank the S tier in chronological order from the greatest to least. That is it for y'all. So yeah, so y'all can have a little understanding of this. I'll rank it probably like that, but so I probably put it like this. So yeah, that's what we'll do for this list. Next up, we got Michael Finley, F tier. I didn't even rank the card. I didn't even make a video hyping him. I'm sorry. I'm not hyping up like Trash Can Michael Finley. I'm sorry. Not happening. You're not going to see me making a video about Trash Can Michael Finley. He sucks. He's garbage. He's trash. He's doo-doo. He's mud. He's garbage. Everything. The card sucks. Like, don't grind for him. Waste of your time. Now, Dort, I probably put him in C tier. I've seen people use Dort, and Dort's alright. He can guard his own, do his thing, hit his jumper, but I mean, it ain't nothing he doing other than that. Jimmy Butler up next, his other card. Probably rank this in B tier. I think he is I think you gotta rank him in B tier overall. I do think he's quite solid in my team overall. I think he's a good card. But if I have to say B tier, Dr. J up next. I mean, it's Dr. J. You gotta rank him in S tier. Overall, one of your best shooting guards in all of my team. Really good card, and you're gonna have to rank him in that S tier. Next, we got George Gervin up next. We're ranking Ruby Bio. I think I'm ranking Ruby Bio B tier. I don't care. I really like Ruby Bio. I think Ruby Bio is an elite Ruby card, and I think he's really good in my team overall. One of my favorite Rubies in the whole game, especially Sally Cat. He can even run a showdown if you wanted to. He is such a good Ruby card overall. Buddy Hill, I see this card so much F tier. I don't know what y'all see in Buddy Hill, but he ain't good, okay? I'm sorry to break it to you, but he ain't good. Vince Carter up next. I think Vince Carter, he gets disrespected. I was watching JC, got him in like, he had like another guy in there that was ridiculous with Vince Carter. It was just point out, it was just straight disrespectful. I think he had him in B tier almost. It was disrespectful. But Vince Carter's an A tier. Like, I feel like Vince Carter is top 10 level. We just gonna keep disrespecting Vince Carter like that. Like, Vince Carter is a dog in this game. He has Pro 2. He does everything on the court. What more do you want from Vince Carter? He is an elite card in my team. And I just don't get the hate on Vince Carter. I don't really get the hate. Jaylen Brown up next. Probably F. I just don't think Jaylen Brown's release is good enough. It's too slow. Overall, I just think the jump shot is way too slow. Richard Jefferson up next. Probably ranking him in a D tier. His release is just a little too slow. Janky, not it. Just not going to cut it. I just think you got to rank him in that D tier. Next up, we got Dark Matter, Dr. J, and obviously we'll just rank him right there. He's the same tier as the other Dr. J. We're not going to have to pair too much into it, but yeah, overall. George Gervin, I watched Ty's gameplay of him. I've seen him. I watched a lot of gameplay footage of him. And I think he has to go in C tier. I think he's on that level of Gordon Hayward, Lewis Dort, James Jones. I feel like he's on that level overall. Like, it's crazy. If James Jones had a good, better SIGs and badges, he'd probably be way up. But, you know, I think you gotta put him in that C tier range for George Gervin. I want to say D, but I feel like it's alright at C tier. Dominique Wilkins up next. I actually didn't mind Dominique's release when I used his pink diamond a little bit longer. Not gonna lie, I didn't mind it. I think Dominique is probably in the B tier range. I didn't mind using Dominique. I didn't think he was a bad card. So overall, I think he's alright. He's just not crazily good. But next up, we got Chris Mullin. He's garbage. Stop gassing trash up. He sucks. Like, dude sucks since he came out 5 months ago. And why are we still gassing to this day? He sucks. Joe Johnson up next. Probably in D tier. Joe Johnson has a slow jump shot. It's alright, but I mean, it ain't nothing. Like, I put him in C tier. Because I think I'd rather have Joe Johnson over Clyde. Anybody in D tier. I'm just being honest. I'd rather have any of them in D tier. So I think that is fine overall. So I'm ranking him right there. John Havlicek is a beast. I like this card a lot. It's tough. I'm gonna rank him B tier. I can't. I'm ranking him A. I'm ranking him in A tier. I like John. It's tough. I'm ranking him in A tier. I like John Havlicek a lot, and I'm gonna rank. Is Money Mitch there too? Where's Money Mitch at? I think I forgot him. Let me go add him to the tier list real quick. Okay, we fixed it, and I'm adding Mitch Richmond to the tier list, and I'm ranking Mitch Richmond in S tier. I don't care. I think Mitch Richmond is so good in this game. He has Dr. J's base. Like, Mitch Richmond is a bucket, especially in TTO. That card is elite. I don't care. I think he's one of your best shooting guards in all of my team. Call me crazy. I had really good success with this card. I think he's really, really good at 6'5". One of my favorite 6'5" guards in the game. I like that card quite a lot. Kelly blah blah. I'm not even gonna say his name. I think it's A tier. I think he is. It's tough because, like, do I think he's on the level of Vince Carter? I might gotta move Vince Carter up a tier. It's like I'm ranking Kelly in A tier. I don't care. We'll just have to keep them all in A tier. I like Kelly. I like Kelly a lot in this game. As a pink diamond card, he is quite solid, and that bleeds up to my next one. I probably rank Kyle Corver in that A tier. I low-key think Corver is one of your best pink diamond shooting guards in the whole game. I really do love Kyle Korver in this game so much, even more than Kelly. I like Kelly a lot, but I really like Kyle Korver in this game. I think Kyle Korver is absolutely elite in my team, and I think he is really good in my team. So overall, I'm going A tier for Kyle Korver. I don't care. No one says I love Kyle Korver in this game, and I think he's absolutely elite in my team. Michael Jordan, probably D tier. His release is on the slower end. It's just, well, no very quick is alright, but I feel like he gets the added boost on his other card that makes him so much better. DeMar DeRozan up next. Probably go B tier for DeRozan. I feel like as over time his release getting slower. He's still got a good right leaner. I still have nothing against Anthony. I have nothing against him overall. So we're going to rank him. Then we're going to rank Anthony Edwards. And we're going to scroll down. Anthony Edwards. I rank him in C tier. I don't even dislike Anthony Edwards like that. I like Anthony Edwards, and I think he's a good card at 6'4". I just feel like his height at this point is hurting him. But I feel like if you had extra badges on him, he has a really good slash at the rim. He has an alright release. I don't mind Anthony Edwards in that C tier, so yeah, I like him. So I'm ranking him in that C tier. Eddie Jones up next. A tier. I think Eddie Jones is so good. Like, if I had it my way, I might just have to do her. Like, if I had it my way, I think Kyle Korver, like, I don't want to have so many S. Like, Kyle Korver would be S and Eddie Jones, but I feel like you have to keep it realistic. I don't want to make so many S tiers, really. So, I'm going to keep it like that because Corver, Eddie Jones, I feel like they're both A tier level. They're both terrific in my team. I feel like everybody in A and S tier can play. I feel like they're all elite, so yeah, we're going to rank it up. Next we got is Ray Allen. I did not like Ray Allen. I rank him in D tier. I don't think he's any worse than Grant Hill, but I just don't think Ray Allen's that good in my team overall. Don't think he's good, really. Jim Jackson, I think Jim Jackson is pretty solid in my team. Actually, I rank him at, probably go B tier. I don't think he's on a level of Kawhi Leonard. He's probably more on a level of Wesley Matthews, Klay Thompson, but I don't think he's on a level of John Havlicek, Mitch, Vince. I don't think he's better than those guys. But up next, we got, on the tier list, we got Wally. I don't like him. Release is slow at this point. Danny Green is alright at this stage in the game. Probably go C tier for Danny Green. I think he's a good diamond card. If you need a diamond card, he is alright just defensively. He's a little overrated, but he can get the job done. Dale Ellis, F tier. I would have been harder on this card last time I tier list, but I went through his stuff a little bit more than usual. And oh man, his jumper's cooked now. His jumper's awful now. I didn't realize how bad it was now yet. It's not it. J.R. Smith, I think in the same tier as Grant Hill. I don't think his release is that great. And he's not that good, really. He's on the same tier as Grant Hill. Even though I think J.R. Smith's release is better than Grant Hill's overall. But I just feel like his SIGs lack. So, overall, I'm ranking him in that C tier. Next up on the list, we got Rip Hamilton, C tier. I feel like he's alright. Gets the job done, hits his open shots, call it a day. You know, that's it. Drazen, I'm ranking him at, I have to rank F. I don't even dislike Drag. I like Drazen's release. I don't even dislike the card. It's just, why they give him no defense? So that's just troll in my opinion. Tracy McGrady up next. I rank T-Mac in that B tier because, like, his SIGs are not that much different. He still has a mediocre shot on normal. If they're not going to change that, I don't think he's on Kawhi, Corver, Eddie Jones. I don't think he'll be on that level. So, as long as they keep the SIGs the same, he is not going to run over those players. And he's going to go for 1,000,000 coins. That's the crazy part. Michael Redd, F tier. That release is unusable. Jerry Sloan, he has Pro 2 like Eddie Jones. He is a dog. Probably go B tier, though. Probably go B tier. I think you could say A tier potentially. I would have to use him more. But I do like the card a lot. I just don't know how I feel like he's going to compare to Jimmy Butler. But I think in B is perfect. Probably B plus overall. But we have to wait and see when I get to use him more. But over time. But Allen Houston, C tier. Average shooting guard. Alright. Just going to get the job done. And now I'll just rank the diamonds real quick. Manu Ginobili. I'm probably ranking a D tier at this stage. 6'5". Release ain't that solid. Just not going to cut it. Zachary for salary cap. I'm probably just going to rank him in C tier. I like this card in salary cap. He's a very terrific salary cap. KCP. Probably put KCP in D tier at this stage in the game. Also not a bad diamond card. Just because I'm ranking these guys low doesn't mean I think they're bad or anything. It's just I rank them at the end because they're diamonds. But they're not going to compare as good to opals. Like, I think Jason Richardson, I feel like Jason Richardson still can hoop at C tier with these guys. And Steve Smith is pretty garbage. I'm just not going to lie. That card sucks. But we're going to make sure that we didn't forget nobody on this tier list real quick. I'm going to check. And if it is good, this is my tier list. This is the tier list I'm going with. I'm still divided a little bit on my Kelly one. But I like Kelly, so I don't care. I like the way it is currently on this list. So yeah, I'm going to check real quick, make sure it's right, but this is the tier list look like we're going to go with, and yeah. Okay, and there's a few players that were missing on the list was Herbert Jones. Herbert Jones was actually alright. I don't mind his jumper. I put him in C tier. I don't mind his jumper. Herbert Jones' release is actually like, he just has a 75 3-pointer though. I'm probably going to go D tier for him. I just feel like his defense is really good, but I don't mind the card, though. Curry's trash, but I see people run him. Brandon Miller actually is still good to this day. I think Brandon Miller is a solid diamond card. If you need a diamond card, definitely look at Brandon Miller. He's still really good to this day. I feel like you have to put him, I think you got to put J. Rich down because he's not as good as Brandon Miller, so we're going to have to rate him down to D tier. No, I like Jason Richardson. But Diamond Temple, I just think Temple's good, but he's D tier at this stage in the game. He's not that great. He's probably, I'll put him in F tier just because he can't be in D tier. But I still think he's a good, I'll put him in D tier. I like his jumper. I don't care. Sean Elliott up next has a really good jumper. I think you can say Sean Elliott is A tier. Like, I think you can say Sean Elliott Hidden Gem is an A tier card overall. He has all the badges needed. Has an almost good blocking tier, 3-pointer, good release, really. I think you can say he's an A-tier shooting guard. Doug Collins up next. Defensively could be better, so probably going to rank him in C tier. Ricky Davis is not good. He has default swing, but I mean, it's better than Grant Hill, so I'm ranking him in the same tiers. But this is my tier list overall. Let me know in the comment section if you agree, if you disagree, and yeah. I'll see y'all in the next MyTeam video. And give me a